Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Just welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Last time we got Sigurd to go away after, well, kinda got him to go away. We had to give him the paper moon, but you know, that's probably fine. Went to look around, met Gerda? I think that was her name. Helped her get some medicinal herbs, and now she's taking us back to her village. Village 23. Interesting, it doesn't have a name. I assume there's probably going to be a lore reason behind that. AV6. And yeah, I was going to do the FSR event, but I just decided not to. I gave it I even, like, last night, I even had this as the FSR event, and but I just had to, yeah. Someone came in and was like, I already knew there was gonna be spoilers, but like, having another opinion, someone, you know, having a third person say it, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna skip. I really didn't want to. I did want to do the event, but yeah, I think for safety's sake, it's probably better if I just don't. I'm still doing the battles, just skipping like all the dialogue and story segments, so I can get Iori, as well as do mat grinding for the materials in the shop. But yeah, other than that, not yeah, just not doing the story for it. Anyway. Enough of that, let us get into Lord of Creation End. Let's see how these villagers are gonna feel about, because apparently those villages never interact with each other, apparently. If I remember right. So they're probably gonna be like, who the fuck are these people? So that should be interesting. Lord of Creation End. That should be fine. Probably. Maybe. Hey, Meridak. Okay, seems like a quaint little village.
Shutting down high speed mode now. Good work hanging on, everyone. Good work hanging on.
Our current estimated location is atop what used to be Lake Vanyarn. Or Vanarn? Vyanarn? The lake northwest of Lake Vyatern. Which means I don't know if that's the correct way to read those accents. I don't know.
Which means that this village almost certainly didn't exist in proper human history, yeah?
Okay, yeah, her name was Gerda. I was like, was it? Yeah.
We're here. Welcome to my village. Fofo.
Hey, Kujita.
This is so strange and wonderful.
I don't know if that's probably not the right accent, but I'm trying.
I thought the guests only showed up in stories. I never thought I'd get to actually welcome real guests myself one day. And oh, and you must both be envoys too.
Have you never had anyone visit from outside your village before? No? She kind of implied as much last time.
No, we haven't. All the villagers really keep to themselves. Oh, but maybe it's different at the other villages.
I see. What's this village called? Come to think of it, you never did tell us your village's name, did you, Gerda? The part that stands out the most to me is the large gate that makes up what looks to be the only entrance. I don't know much about architectural design, but this place does seem to have its own unique style. I also sense powerful magical energy here. The whole village is surrounded by a bounded field centered on that large gate. Let me guess, and the bounded field is fueled by, human sacrifices? It's designed to keep away giants, beasts, and other beings related to magecraft. I can feel it weighing down on me too, though only a little. Although I didn't notice it at all until I was inside. I'm guessing it's the snow. The magical energy mixed in with the snow and ice, and the magical energy that makes up this village's bounded field are extremely similar. It's a very static, sedate kind of energy, as if its presence were the most natural thing in the world. It's calm, gentle, and very stable in the amount of magical energy it holds, okay? Maybe kind is a little too vague, but I'm not quite sure how else to put it. It's like magecraft designed to enrich people's lives? Something like that?
That's a much clearer way to put it, Senpai.
All that aside, this village really is spacious. Or is really spacious.
Maybe it's because there are so few houses and a large plot of farmland in the center. I can see they grow all sorts of crops here.
There's wheat, numerous fruit trees. Uh-huh.
It's just like
Gerda said, it's as warm here as it was in that flower garden.
This explains
So people could survive even in a lost belt predominantly made up of snow, ice, and fire. Although that's still one thing I don't understand. If bounded fields are so crucial to ensuring people's way of life here, who put them up? The queen, probably?
Fo.
Maybe magecraft is just a part of everyday life here, even more than it was in Russia. Maybe. Or maybe there's someone in these villages who knows how to work with bounded fields.
Bounded field? Are you talking about the charm on the gate? I didn't really understand most of what you were talking about, but, I do know that every village gate always has a charm on it. The envoy put them there for us. And they keep out all the giants, the ice beasts, really anything scary. I'm surprised you two didn't know that since you're envoys. Is it just the way it works, Lady Mesh?
Oh, well, I think you may have the wrong idea about us. I don't believe we're what you call envoys. Although if envoys is the term you use for visitors, then I suppose we might qualify. What's up, Gordolf?
Oh, I got through. Let me see, is this thing on? This is the shadow border. Can you hear me?
Gerda's probably like, what the fuck is that?
Can you hear me? Hear me, Phillips?
Fo.
The shadow border got through to us? Yeah, they said they couldn't. Or wouldn't be able to anyway. Director, it's you. I thought we couldn't communicate once we got a few kilometers away.
Yes, well, my technical advisor's been testing out a number of different things in between her work on repairing the border. All under my impeccable supervision, of course.
Of course. Yeah, right. Yeah, obviously.
And thanks to those efforts, we've been able to deploy a mystic coder drone to extend our comm range. I was told it should help us to both observe and communicate over greater distances, but I didn't think it'd just suddenly start working now of all times. Oh, but just my luck. Neither our technical advisor nor any staff are here in the cockpit right now. They're all out repairing the border.
Oh, what's this? Who's this tiny see-through tubby man? Damn. He's fat. I've never seen a fat person before. Damn, Gerda. So this is what they call chubby. Oof.
Chubby?
Man, Gordolf, you got roasted and toasted.
Is he a friend of yours, Lady Mash?
Does that mean he's an envoy too? Something like that, yeah.
Fo?
Tubby? Did she call me Tubby?
Oh, yeah, kinda. This is a communicator. It's a tool we have for talking to people far away. Also, I'm the director, maybe Big Bone Mash. Mash, you're not making anyone feel better. Is that child a native of this place? Then you must have found a safe village. A village, yes. Whether it's safe, we have yet to see. Then again, if that foul-mouthed little brat who doesn't understand that mocking people's body types is not acceptable as anything to go by, then her culture must still be at the nadir of civilization. I really don't think she meant anything by it. I think she was just calling it as she saw it. I don't think she was. I really don't think she meant anything by it. If I'm being honest, I think she just, yeah.
Well, no matter. Children do tend to be naturally cruel, and my skin is quite thick by this point. I'm not the least bit bothered.
Aren't you, though?
So never mind the child. Just give me a detailed report about your situation.
Yeah, so we fought these things, to get some medicinal herbs, and, yeah.
So you made your way to this village after rescuing that child? It seems you put your experience in Russia to good use.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, I suppose I should say my supervisory role in Russia has benefited you.
Even after that lost a belt. Uh-huh.
Not bad, making it this far this fast. Let me begin by congratulating you on your good work. I'll be sure to share your information with the rest of the staff, including the technical advisor. Now, given that our connection is still unstable, and we can't talk for long, it seems it's time I took matters into my own hands.
Foe? You going to come here, Director Gordolf?
What do you think I am, some adventure-crazed nut like the rest of you? I'm talking about the remote interrogation of a local via this transmission. But not this child, obviously. We won't get anything useful out of her. Now then, little one.
Me?
Run along and get your
Get your parents, if you don't mind. I need to talk to them.
Gordolf? Parents? What are those?
Your mother and father, of course.
Gordolf, if they're dead, your legal guardian will do. Oh, you mean the goddess? I hear she's everyone's mother. Every human is the goddess's child, after all. I wonder how literal that is. Huh. But I'm afraid the goddess isn't here, Mr. Chubby. Foe. Gerda?
Don't tell me you have no concept of parents. I've never heard of such a culture. I suppose it's possible for some newer religions, but given your primitive-looking clothing, I can't imagine your village is part of something like that. What is going on? Alright then. Just fetch me a village elder, or mayor, or your supervisor, I don't know.
Supervisor?
A capable, distinguished person who's in charge of everything. Like me.
Right, okay, buddy. Distinguished? Does being a... Damn, Gerda! Does being a chubby person make you distinguished?
That has nothing to do with it. Good heavens, girl. Didn't your parents raise you to... Oh, right, you don't have parents, do you? Well, you know, somebody with authority in your village.
What?
The most amazing person in your village. The one you can always count on to help you out. Are you talking about envoys? She's gotta be fucking with him at this point, right? Like, I can see, like, in the whole parents thing, but, like, come on. There's no leader or anything in the village at all. Lady Mash is certainly more amazing than normal people. The only other amazing people I can think of are the giants and the envoy, but the envoy isn't coming until tomorrow.
Envoy?
Gerda calls me an envoy too. I'm afraid I'm still not sure what she means by it, yeah.
What I mean?
An envoy is an envoy, right?
I mean, no human could ever defeat a giant.
Well, yeah.
Ahem. But never mind that. I still need to show you around properly, don't I?
I suppose.
Welcome, honored envoys.
Oh, you too, Mr. Tiny, see-through, chubby. What? Okay, Gerda. She's gotta be fucking with him now. There ain't no way. I refuse to believe she's that. Okay. Welcome to our home, Village 23. Right. Please let me repay you for saving my life. Sure. You can spend the night in my house. I'll be 13 soon after all, so I've already got my own house. Uh-huh. We can have dinner in front of my fireplace, so I can get out that meat I've been saving for a special occasion, too. This will be great. We can have freshly baked bread, and I'll get some fish, too. I'll go fishing before it gets dark and make sure to catch the biggest one in the pond. Right.
Fo-fo. Fo-fo?
Wait, hang on. What did you say your village's name was?
Village 23, right? Yes, that's right. What about it? Doesn't have a name? Just a number? Well, it just sounds a bit... Why is your village named with a number? There's nothing strange about it, after all. Oh, hey children. It's Gerda. Gerda's back. Welcome back, Gerda. I can't believe it. You really came back from the outside, and you did get the herbs the legends talked about. Now Laura's gonna be alright. Hooray! Who are they? Oh, there's a white animal, too. It is an animal, right? What is it? Is it a mouse? Fuck you! Fuck you! Wow, you're so pretty, miss, and your black armor is so awesome. Pretty hair, pretty face. You look like the envoy. Oh, are you an envoy too? No. A boy? Okay. Your hunkabalonkas are so big. You look so cool in the armor. It's the senpai, what's... That old guy is so tubby. Why are you smaller than us, even though you look so old, mister? Damn. The children are savages.
Be quiet. Do you children ever stop squawking? Just run off and play, would you? Or better yet, go and fetch a grown-up.
I don't actually see any grown-ups. That's true, I haven't seen a single adult yet. Since this village appears to rely on agriculture for its survival, it may be that everyone of working age is just out in the fields. But if that's the case, then why aren't there any elderly people around? Yeah, I wonder.
What? Is that true?
Well, of course there's mostly children here. That's how it is everywhere, right? Besides, you're so funny, Lady Mash.
Everyone knows the elderly are just from legends. Of course, you're not going to find any in a village. I mean... hey, Guardian. Huh? Every grown-up leaves when they turn 25, right? Oh! As in leaves the village and gets murdered by... giants? Of course. Huh?
Well, what in the world are you saying? They couldn't possibly survive out there with all the giants roaming about.
Yes, I know. Oh, do ya? Every grown-up with a 10-year-old child leaves once they turn 25 and gets eaten by a giant. so nobody ever lives past 25. And if you haven't had a child by... Oh! 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 Scotty, what kind of kingdom are you running here? What in the hell? What kind of Lost Belt kingdom is Scotty running here? Like, what the fuck, buddy? I've heard that's true for every village. At least all the villages from 1 to 100.
Huh. Well, what? Then you're telling us there are no adults over the age of 25 there? None? Like people who turn 15 without having children have to leave to die?
Children and the grown-ups raising them are the only ones allowed to live in 100 villages the goddess and her envoys made for us, after all. Can't you raise that to like 20 and 30, at least? At the bare minimum? I wonder how Ophelia feels about this. There's nobody over 25, or even better, 25, 35. that'd be even better, actually. But at least 20, 30. Lady Mash, Lady Ritsuka? I didn't even register what I clicked. Okay. Mr. Chubby? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why are you all so shocked? Don't worry about it, Gerda. Don't worry about it. That's just how it is. It's the same everywhere, right? Is it? Is it really, though? I'm turning 15 in 2 years. You're very nonchalant about this. I don't... Okay. That'll be it for me. What?
This is absurd. Everything you're saying is ridiculous. Well, the way your mind works is too. Do you even grasp what you're saying? You're telling us there are only 100 people in each village? That you have to die if you don't have a child before you turn 15? That you'll die in 2 years? Are you some kind of homunculus? How can you say things like that as if they were normal? You even look happy about it.
Fo. Huh? You too, Fo?
What happened? I get that this is their normal, so they don't really understand why it's a problem and why that's fucked up, but like... Actually, wait, This makes a weird amount of sense. Because in that scene, we saw Scotty and Ophelia, right? She talked about how there was never any war in her Lost Belt. It's because she doesn't let them grow old enough to want to expand their own territory and come up with like crazy ideas. So she's like brainwashed them, I guess. Or I guess not brainwashed, but like conditioned them to believing in this weird system, I guess.
Why do you sound so sad all of a sudden? Oh no, did I say something to offend you again? Uh-oh, now what do I do?
I don't know if offend is the right word. More, mortify, if anything.
What an elegant castle you have here.
I don't even remember how I voiced Koyanskia.
What an elegant castle you have here. I like it very much. It's wonderfully designed, of course.
But I also love your choice of materials. What, ice? It's made completely out of ice after all. No human could ever live here, no matter how beautiful it is. The perfect witch's castle. Something humankind yearns for, but can never hope to reach. You really do have excellent taste, Your Majesty. Who said this was made to my taste? Oh my, you mean it isn't? Does that mean you'd prefer something more typical, like Cinderella's castle? Cinderella? I've never heard the name, but she certainly sounds interesting. She must have lived a life full of hope and surprise, one far removed from the life of a woman of ice and snow like myself. Well... You lost about 2 now, did you... Yeah. I think I'd still put Lost Belt 1 below Babylonia, personally. But yeah, I thought... It's like top 2, top 3, I felt like. Somewhere in the top 3. Just not first. But... I feel like I could have expanded on the Yaga lore a bit more. But... Obviously, it wouldn't really make much sense for them to expand on the Yaga lore more, given... You know... You're never gonna see them again. So I guess they don't really need to. So... With how much we get of them, what we got was... Probably about perfect, I guess. Oh yes, without a doubt. The early part with her stepsisters. I already knew this, Kuyanskia, but you're kind of fucked up, aren't you? Being abused by her stepsisters, stepsisters abusing her is great, but then she comes out on top at the end, and the stepsisters get their just desserts. It's a positively repulsive story. Yeah, sure. I'm just so relieved that you aren't like that, Your Majesty. After all, you hate happy endings, don't you? Just look at this cold, utilitarian world you've designed. It makes me want to friend you on Mage Book. What? What's Mage Book? I'd love to know just how many human lives you've seen come to a miserable end. After all, you didn't build this castle for humanity to enjoy, did you, oh goddess? No, I did not. This castle exists for me, not for the benefit of humans. Oh. You know, I did have a mild hope we might be able to convince her to help us, but now I'm not so sure. I'll admit that Odin was a fine man in his own right, but he was also a god. He would never bestow upon me a castle designed to accommodate humans. I suppose. The Allfather would never concern himself with human weakness. The thought would never even cross his mind. Indeed. Humans are weak, frail, so very fragile. Their lives are snuffed out by the mere passage of time. That is why they'll always need the boundless love of a god to sustain them. Oh my, love you say? I guess I had you figured wrong after all. So that's how you're running this place. Yeah, in her own weird way, I think Scotty does care about the people of her kingdom, but like, has a very twisted way of going about things. Maybe? You have 100 villages with about 100 residents in each, making for a worldwide population of no more than 10,000 people. Yeah. Under most circumstances, they would just end up going extinct. But you've kept them around for generations without letting their numbers increase. Their world revolves around the empty happiness of their daily lives, and the heartless suffering that comes right at the end. There's no point in tormenting people like that. No wonder I've been so unmotivated here. I guess. It turns out this place is filled with love all along. Couldn't possibly get further from my tastes. Yeah. Of course. Humans must not die out. They too are my beloved children. They too survived the days of scorching flame. As their god, I'll never stop loving humans. Oh, that's good. I cannot speak to other worlds, but that is the way of this one. I decided long ago that I would love my children for eternity. Why would I ever destroy them? Then you really have no intention of destroying humans? Does that mean your majesty thinks they're worth protecting? You certainly ask many strange questions, foxwoman. I would never think to destroy them. Every creature in my domain is treated the same way. Did I not tell you what that was? It is a simple question. Do I kill them or love them? If they're an enemy, then I kill them. If not, I love them. Okay. To be the mother of Scandinavia is to love all creatures, great and small. None must die out, none shall die by my hand. Even if Odin himself proved to be incapable of such a feat, I'll never stop trying, no matter how many thousands of years it may take. That said... yes? That said, at times, the giants must be offered a sacrifice. That got Kyonsuke's attention. Yeah, okay. Like, oh, sacrifice. Oh, wow. Ophelia. Oh, God. What did I do for him? Ophelia, your concerns proved to be well-founded. The Russian lost belt has been destroyed. It won't be much longer before it disappears entirely. Now that world will never be capable of welcoming a new god. What a pity. All the more so given the strength of its history. In regards to Katic, I said all I had to say during our meeting, so I won't be repeating myself here. But I do need to commend you for your outstanding accuracy in predicting this outcome. I didn't. You give me far too much credit, Lord Kashtaria. Ophelia, I want you to find your lost belt however you see fit. Once the tree of emptiness has taken root in the world, it's not that world's king who will continue to develop it, but we cryptors. In the end, that responsibility falls to us alone. We cannot delegate it to anyone else. The Queen of Ice and Snow is both generous and cruel. I understand that dealing with her must be quite stressful. But I want you to persevere. I know you're more than capable of doing so. You have your own fire burning inside you. Yet you keep yourself as cold as ice. That is why I know I can trust you with Scandinavia. With all due respect, Lord Kashtaria, I can't take any credit for predicting this. I was speaking solely based on my own feelings. I'm so ashamed. Here you are praising me for keeping my cool, and I failed utterly to do so. It's alright. What you said was exactly what Katic needed to hear. No amount of cool-headed logic was ever going to help him with his complex about me. Your admonition was far more effective than any encouragement I could have given him, even if it did come too late. At any rate, none of the other cryptors know that Russia has fallen. I only heard about it from Canis, and you from Koyanskaya. Or Koyanskia. Akuta has cut off all communications. Oh god, my nose is stuffy, hang on. Bruh. I cannot wait for winter to be over. I hate how stuffy I get. Seems her lost belt's king is quite a find. After all, even Akuta of all people couldn't help but frown when she made her report. I even heard her sigh. I can only imagine her lost belt's king must be either extremely unruly or extremely daring. I would love to speak with them myself at some point.
Hinako sighing? That is a surprise. I never once saw her so much as crack a smile, even around Pepperoncino. That aside, shouldn't we tell the other cryptors about Katek? Yeah, Pepe might want to know.
No need for that. His failure has no impact on their work after all. Given that Pepperoncino's lost belt as an alter ego, it's only a matter of time until he learns about it. Oh. So it's Pepperoncino's lost belt where we're gonna meet, No. As you say, that's where we meet, Sitonai, but that wouldn't make sense, because Sitonai appears in, Hokusai's trial quest. Was it Hokusai's? Yeah. Yeah. So that wouldn't make sense, because we had to have already met her. What alter ego would they be talking about? Because I assume Bazit was a anniversary servant, I would assume. No, you're right, it was Guda Guda 4, wasn't it? Right, yeah, no. I did those around the same time, so I started Hokusai's trial. I still haven't, finished it. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Yes, I guess it could be Sitonai. That's the assumption I'll roll with. We'll see when we get there. Given up Pepperoncino's lost belt as an alter ego, it's only a matter of time until he learns about it. But Barrel's lost belt is nearly on the verge of disappearing itself, so I imagine he has his hands full just keeping things going.
Are you sure we can trust Barrel?
Yeah, he's the crazy guy, right? The man's a criminal, a murderer. He kills just for the yeah. He's a disgrace to humanity. I don't see how a killer known as Werewolf and despised at the Clock Tower could ever hope to successfully expand a lost belt. I don't think he wants to. I think he just wants to kill things. I don't know, though. All that is part of why I trust him to uphold his end, Ophelia. Beryl is just as good at deceiving himself as he is others. The more distasteful he finds a job, the more earnestly he will work to see it done. As for Katek, there's no need for you to concern yourself with his well-being. Just focus on getting rid of Chaldea. I have every confidence that you can do it. You're far more capable than me when it comes to combat, as your miraculous eye can even wound servants. The Clock Tower authority figures are gone. They have no sway in this world. No one will hold you back anymore. You are free to use your power however you like. Your eye is no longer that of a shunned child.
Thank you for saying so, Lord Krishtaria. I will bear that in mind.
Your Scandinavian lost belt is a rare and important one, particularly given that one of the old gods still resides there. What's more, she's benevolent. Having her accept and support a new world would be a tremendous asset. I have high hopes that you'll be able to convince her, Ophelia.
Thank you, Lord Krishtaria. I won't let you down.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. Canis should be paying you a visit soon. Treat him as you like.
Thank you for your consideration, Lord Kashtaria.
But I'm afraid I have to tell you something. Candace is a divine spirit and beyond my ability to keep in check. I hope you'll forgive me if I'm unable to stop her from clashing with my Lost Belt's king.
So you're concerned that the queen and your knight may end up destroying Canis' spirit origin? I see. That's most encouraging to hear, Ophelia. This only reaffirms my decision to entrust you with this lost belt. I look forward to your next report. I expect that will be when new seeds have formed.
I wonder if he wants Canis destroyed. Like, is Canis, like, not fully in his control, maybe?
Wodheim.
Lord Kashtaria, Wodheim. We're doing... No, I originally... This stream was originally going to be an FSR event, stream, but... I decided against it. Like... I was told it was just one note in particular that would have, like, major spoilers for LB5, but... I don't know. So I was gonna do it up to that note and then skip. And just skip that one section, but I don't know. I ended up psyching myself out. So I ended up deciding not to. Which is a shame, because I do want to do the event, but I also don't want to... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing it safe. I'm just gonna do the event off stream and just skip all the story stuff and just do the yeah, I'm going to start doing it offline, just skipping through everything tonight, because I want to get Iori at least and get the all the ascension and skill up materials from the shop. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, or going to start doing. That is, it just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe once I get up to LB5, I'll go back and go into the archive, because you can reread all the events that you've at least participated in, right? So I might do that later. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Also, yeah, there's that too. Is I don't have the new game plus ending yet in FSR. I still have to do that. So yeah, between spoilers and not having the FSR New Game Plus ending, it's like probably better I just don't.
Wodheim. Lord Kashtaria, Wodheim.
That's a woman's face. I've seen faces like that before. I may not know any personally, but I can't help but remember them. So you really are a woman at heart, Ophelia.
You're not meant to use your spirit form for peeping. Your job is only to keep me safe. Ooh. Ooh. Yoda, yeah, but I'd rather have him now when he's still, because you see, isn't he really good? Like right now, I don't know if he'll still be good. Well, he'll probably still be good when he comes to the welfare shop, but as far as I know, he's really good. So I don't know. At least right now.
Don't misunderstand me. You're my knight, my sword and shield. I never asked or wanted anything more from you. That's never going to change. Know your place, Saber.
Or do I need to remind you about my serious light? Ooh.
Huh. I know I'm supposed to protect you and kill your enemies, Ophelia. But is that necessary here? Yes, humans have demonstrated incredible power before. And at times, they've repelled against the gods, tricked giants, and even killed dragons. But not here. The humans here aren't people anymore. They're livestock. None of them are any threat to you. These humans used to be just like the ones in proper human history. Weak, transient beings whose only purpose was to be our prey.
This world belongs to a goddess. Yeah. Even if there are less than 10,000 humans here, it is still a pure land ruled by a goddess of old. Lord Kashtaria even said it could end up the last lost belt, left standing. The fact that a goddess rules it also means it's the perfect place to experiment. That's why this lost belt has so much potential. In fact, it's far more than the sum of its parts.
Oh?
In terms of potential, at any rate. If we can grow a tree to maturity, we might be able to breathe a new life into humanity and nature alike. Okay, so she wants to help these humans, but she can't until she's in control. Okay. Which, I mean, makes sense. Kadek did kind of want to help the Yaga, sort of. Kind of. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think ultimately, once Ivan was out of the picture and didn't have to worry about him waking up and causing mass catastrophe, he probably would have tried to help the Yaga. At least that's the vibe I got. I don't care how much contempt you have for humanity as a result of your origins and temperament. All I care about is that you don't let your guard down. Again, you're my shield and my sword. Don't forget that. You and I share the same responsibility. You must grow this lost spell's tree of emptiness to full maturity. That is your sole concern.
I've never been much of a gardener, but if you insist, Ophelia, I guess I've got no choice.
I can still feel his gaze.
I guess my knight will always be peeping on me, no matter how many times I tell him not to. Yeah. I can tell you're still there smirking at me from behind my back. Just how long are you planning on watching me? I know I said you're my knight, but that doesn't mean... Oh, yeah, it's not that's not Sigurd. Hey, priestess.
You again, huh?
The way you completely lack any presence, I mistook you for a servant. Is this something you want to say to me? I certainly hope you're not going to comment on my womanhood like Saber did. I don't think she would. I can't hear anything. What's your name? Am I ever going to get to hear what you sound like? Probably not. Well, you already know my name. I do kind of want to know more about the priestess, quote unquote. Oh yeah, no, I know. The entire castle's ice. Of course her room would be ice.
Fo. It's no use. I can't seem to get through the border.
Well, nothing we can do now. Why don't we call it a day? Now you're good.
Yes, you're right, senpai. Hey, there you are. Hi guys, can you all see my astonishingly beautiful
Right.
Hey Fo, you're here too, huh? Fo! Da Vinci! I doubt we have much time to talk, so I'll keep this brief. I've pieced together what's going on here using the data collected with my Mystic Code drone, and the info Gordy gave me. Oh, he's asleep now, by the way.
The last thing he said was, "Grr, enough of this. I'm going to rest in the captain's room. Wake me when it's time for breakfast." Yeah, sounds like Gordolf. That sounds like him.
Fo.
No, he's doing his best. There are basically 3 different kinds of beings here, okay? And by beings, it's worth noting that I'm talking about strong, dominant creatures, not necessarily those of intelligence who have formed civilizations. Is she gonna leave out the humans? That'd be kind of funny. First we have the giants, tough, exceedingly strong. Okay, no, she's including the humans. Second, we have humans who can't survive outside their villages. And third, we have envoys and their goddess. Seems safe to say both are well above humans on the proverbial totem pole in this lost belt. I'm sure the ice beasts are stronger than humans too, but they appear to be the giants' pets, and seem to have no real will of their own, so I've left them out.
So far so good. As for regular creatures, they seem to be almost non-existent here. Ordinary plants and animals just barely exist in the occasional flower garden. Each of these fields, seems to be a warm place that just happened to be perfectly suited, or situated, between the fire and ice zones. So putting all that aside as an exception to the 3 broad categories, in this lost belt, I'm afraid it looks like humanity is nowhere near the top of the food chain. Yeah, no, we're they're, probably the bottom. Definitely the bottom. If anything, they seem to be at the very bottom. The bottom, yeah. So I don't think we should, be counting these humans as possible additions to our ranks. I doubt either their civilization or magecraft are all that developed. I mean, you haven't seen a single machine since you got there, right? And that girl you ran into out in the wilderness didn't even have a communication device, let alone a ward against giants. The humans that live here simply have no means of surviving outside these villages. That all makes sense, yeah. At least for this village, Village 23, the outside world may as well not exist. We did run into Gerda outside, but that was an unusual case. She would never have left if circumstances hadn't forced her to. The only reason this village ever opens its gates is to let people out to die. Right, to thin the herd. Yeah. As peaceful as this place looks, now that we have a clearer picture of what's going on, I'd say it's just as cruel as Russia, though in a different way. We still don't know how much about these envoys and their goddess, who I assume are more or less running the show here. And we also don't have any idea whether they might be willing to help us. It's very possible they may already be working with the cryptors, so keep that in mind. Oh god, we're losing connection. Alright, one last bit of info. We still haven't found anywhere you could use to summon servants, so I'm afraid you'll need to keep scouting up. And there she goes. Fo. Well, we'll be fine. Lady Mash, Fo, Lady Mitsuka. Gerda left. Yeah, she was getting medicinal herbs for Laura, who we haven't met yet. I don't know if we'll ever meet her, to be honest. She's probably literally just a plot device for why Gerda went outside. Lady Mash, Fo, Lady Mitsuka? Huh?
Were you just talking to a tiny person? No. No. Oh, must have been Mr. Chubb. Sure. Yes, we were talking to someone, but I'm afraid we just lost the connection. Connection? What's being connected? Don't worry about it. You know so many things I've never even heard about, Lady Mash. And you have so many things I've never seen before. Having you around is so much fun. I'm glad you find it fun. That's good for you. Nice, it didn't go to. Yeah, she called him fat and chubby and tubby and everything multiple times, and Gordolf was not happy. I don't think she meant anything by it though. I said it before, but like I really don't think she really. I think she was just pointing it out and saw it as a defining feature and didn't really think anything else of it. I don't know though. She seemed innocent enough about it. I wasn't sure if an envoy like you would like my cooking, but you even said my bread and fish were really tasty. Yeah, I mean bread and fish are, bread and fish. It's hard to fuck those up, I think. You're so kind and strong and just wonderful. I just love spending. Oh, well, great. She's really trying to get us attached to her, huh? Too bad you're gonna die when we deal with this lost belt. I just love spending time with you. Well, will you stay tomorrow night too? I know you must have worked since tomorrow is a special day and all, but if you don't mind. What's tomorrow, by the way? Just out of curiosity, from your perspective, right? Because we're totally an envoy, right? Yeah, we totally know what's up. We want to see if you know what's up. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink, wink. I'm sorry, but I really don't think we're the kind of envoy you're thinking of. Sure you're not. Wink, wink. Wait, did you get here a day early all because of me? Sure. Oh, if you did, then I apologize. The last thing I want to do is make trouble for you. No, it's not that. Senpai, how can I clear up this misunderstanding? I don't think we can. She really thinks we're envoys. Yeah, we're just gonna have to play along, I suppose. I suppose you're right. In that case, I'll hold off on trying to convince her. Probably for the best. That said, there is something I still want to ask her. Is that alright with you, Senpai? Sure. I got a lot of things I'm curious about, too. Gerda, could I talk to you for a bit? What is it, Mr. Chubb? Well, you see...
Hold it. I'll ask the questions here.
I thought we'd lost our connection again. Apparently not.
I was just looking to see if we had some sleeping pills when I heard our connection was back online. In fact, I've been listening in for the last half a minute or so. I'll take it from here, Mash. Between the two of us, it's clear who's the better negotiator.
Is it? Is it, though?
Him. Are you there, child? This is a question of a rather personal nature. You may answer it however you like.
Huh?
I'd like to ask you something.
What? What is it, Mr. Chubb?
You've obviously been living here in this lost belt, village your whole life. How do you feel about it? Does it weigh on you? Do you ever think about your future? About what's going to happen when you grow up? Don't you wish you could see the world outside your tiny village without having to live in fear of giants? Haven't you ever wished to be free?
Future? Free? World? Gerda.
In this world, no matter how healthy you are, you'll never get to live past your 20s. How can you be so cheerful about that? How does it not worry you?
Please, cheer up, Lady Mash.
You too, Mr. Chubb.
Why are you both so sad? I'm sorry. I wish I could answer you, but I'm afraid I don't understand what either of you are talking about.
Maybe it's because I never learned how to read or write well.
What do you mean by future?
I mean, I think I know what the word means.
It means the time after tomorrow, right? This is hard.
That hard, huh?
I know what free means too. It's when you're not stuck inside your home or tied down with rope, right?
In that case, I am free. I can go anywhere I want in the whole village. Okay. What about outside the village, though? I can go to the farmland in the village center, or to the pond, and I can visit anyone's house I like. I can even go to Laura's house and see the new baby if I want. Oh. Oh, that? Oh. 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 That's why she needed the medicinal herbs. I see. We're not gonna think too hard about why the birth was so hard for her. I think we probably best we don't think too hard about that.
In my
now world, people get to live for a long time.
even longer than 25?
Much longer. Some people live longer than others, of course, but
that's right. Many live to be 80 or 90 or even more. And they don't just have children. Some people also have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. If they live long enough, of course. Some people are still unfortunate enough to have their lives cut short by illness or accident. But that's a long way off from no one ever living past 25. The only ones destined to die early are homunculi. Not that they're any concern of mine, though.
Grandchildren? Great-grandchildren?
Indeed. And even if one never has children or grandchildren, many people still choose to spend their long lives with people they love. Even if they never have families of their own, some people spend their lives among friends and comrades, working towards goals of their own choosing. Why am I even talking about this? It's not as though we may just get to live ordinary happy lives. But fine. If no one else will say it, then I will. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with all of you? How can you be happy about a life doomed to be that short? How are you not angry, or even afraid? The Yaga may have had to survive in brutal conditions, but at least they were still free to live to old age. This whole thing really bothers me. And now connections are acting up too. I'm going to bed. Goodbye.
He got pretty heated. Director Gordolf.
Foe.
You're calling him that too now? Mr. Chubb is right, Gerda. Our world was very complicated, but it also offered us endless possibilities. I think that's because we were able to grow up agreeing and disagreeing with all kinds of people throughout our lives. That's how humans have always been. I'm sure it's no different here in Scandinavia. People can do anything they set their mind to. I think that's what it really means to be free. In practice, there may be far more things we can't do than we can. But even so, I think that's what everyone wants. Mashu. Gerda, is there anything in this world that you would wish for?
Wish for?
Well, let's see. I got the medicinal herbs I was looking for, and tonight's dinner was yummy. So, I actually can't think of anything else I want right now. Usually I do, though, really. But are those things you can just get from your village? If yes, then that doesn't really count. Sometimes I want to catch a big fish at the pond, or I want my bread to turn out really well. Those sorts of things. Sometimes I wish I could see another beautiful rainbow again, like I did that one time.
Fo.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I know I'm not giving you good answers, but I don't really understand your questions. Still, everything you said sounds lovely. Getting to be an elderly person, doing anything you want. Not at all. I'm the one who should be apologizing, Gerda. I didn't mean to confuse you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, please don't be. I'm not confused.
I really did think it was lovely. Oh, that's good at least. I may not have understood everything you meant, but I did think it sounded absolutely amazing. It was just so... I can't even begin to imagine it all. That's never happened to me before. Now, I guess it's true what they said about envoys being difficult to understand. Something tells me it's not quite the same, but... There's still so much I don't know about children. But you said in your world there are also grandchildren and great-grandchildren? I can't imagine getting to see so many generations of children. I guess that's something you can do if you get to be elderly. I've never thought about that sort of thing before. After all... After all? After all? Nobody can ever live that long. Yeah, well, here anyway. I wonder if there's another reason why they can't live past 25. Like, would something else happen if they didn't go out and get eaten by giants? I suppose we'll see. Maybe they would be deemed heretical, perhaps, and be killed? Who knows? Let me take off the event CEs. Don't need these right now. Yes, fine.
Let's go.
Oh. How quaint.
Fo. Good morning, Fo.
You're up awfully early today.
Fo.
Fo. Wait, what did you get, Arc? The New Year's GSR banners. I went with the one that had her on it, and got her. Quite the boon. Her banner was a good one. The only thing that would have sucked is if I got a second copy of Tonalico, but luckily that didn't happen.
No, I didn't mean.
I didn't have any trouble sleeping at all. Since I'm a demi-servant, I always wake up early.
Sleep deprivation is one of the worst things you can do for your health. So you need to make sure you get plenty of sleep, foe.
That goes for you too, MASH. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Thank you, Senpai, but I'm fine.
My magical energy is fully replenished and Ortonax is working perfectly.
Its auto maintenance function works so well that it almost feels fresh out of Da Vinci's shop.
Damn, that seems kind of OP. Auto maintenance.
Foe?
I'm doing fine. This morning we'll be going around the village to find out whatever information we can, and in the afternoon we'll be setting out to explore more of Scandinavia.
I was hoping to learn more about the land around here, but I'm not sure they even have any maps.
Probably not. Come to think of it, I wonder where Gerda went. She wasn't anywhere to be found in our house, right?
Fow.
Maybe she had some errands she needed to...
Wait, huh?
I guess I'd better go after him. I think he's showing you to Gerda. That would be my assumption. Foe, you're not supposed to run off on your own.
Got you.
Fow, cow! Huh? There's something happening over there. Is the envoy here?
Congratulations! It's great you all made it today. Thanks for everything.
I'm so glad the goddess brought us together. The 25-year-old is about to head out. Say hi to everyone else when you get there. We had to say goodbye to 3 people just last year.
Here, these flowers are for you.
All the boys grew them together.
We hope you can use them to decorate your new home. Hey, we girls help too, you know.
This is exactly why I hate boys. You're such jerks.
What?
Hey, no saying jerk. You know we're not allowed to say not allowed to use any bad words today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just forget it.
I didn't even mean to say it.
Television's always the same. I mean, to be fair, if it's the same, you know, after how many generations, and there's only 100 people, you know, things probably get, you know, diluted down to, yeah, you know, yeah, only ever roughly 100 people at a time. It's probably they probably all have the same genes at this point. they probably all are like 80% similar DNA. Yeah, that's you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just forget it. I didn't even mean to say it.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, he's a little bit different. he's got like reddish brown hair, kind of, and like, okay, he's a bit different. A little bit, just a little bit. No, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It makes us really happy getting a bouquet from you like this.
It really does.
You all follow the goddess's teachings so well, and have grown up to be such wonderful children. We're so glad. Make sure you all get along, even after we've left. We can't wait to see you again when you come join us one day. Take care of yourselves, everyone.
Look.
There's a few grown-ups there. I guess they really do exist, even though we didn't see any yesterday. It looks like the children are giving them something. Flowers?
Those are special flowers.
It took 6 months for all the children to grow them. They're really important.
Oh.
What do they do? Why is that?
You can't go to Valhalla. You can't go to Valhalla without them. Only souls with proof that they were loved can go there. The goddess decided that long, long ago. So long it would make your head spin. So that's why all the children grow flowers. It's our job.
Valhalla? Yeah. That's where certain people go when they die in Norse mythology, right? Yeah, did Scotty change it when she became, like, I assume, like, the only god left in this Lost Belt? She was like, you know, instead of dying in battle, just have proof you were loved. That's good. That's alright. That's where certain people go when they die in Norse mythology, right? I assume she's the only goddess left. Specifically, it's a place where the souls of chosen heroes gather. At least it's supposed to be. Valhalla, Odin's palace, Hall of Warriors. In Norse legend, it said that only the souls chosen by the Valkyries can ever go there. Of course, it also means that only people who can go there are, by definition, dead. Yeah. A land of the dead. Then when Gerda said today was special, today's when the, yeah.
Oh my, that's right. I haven't thanked you nearly enough. I haven't, have I? Lady Mash, Lady Ritsuka, foe. If you hadn't saved me from those giants that have squished me before I had a chance to get my own bouquet,
then my soul would have just wandered around forever, and I'd never get to go to Valhalla. So thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. I really can't ever thank you enough. No, you don't have to worry about that. Foe. Yeah, Foe, it's tough, buddy. Alright. That big gate is the exit. I don't like how it's red. I know we used it to enter the village when we came back from picking medicinal herbs yesterday, but that's not really what it's for. It's really meant for leaving. Just leaving. It's where the chosen grown-ups go on the ordained day. Nobody ever uses it to come in. Envoy, oh envoy, we have come to offer you everything, in accordance with the word of the Heavenly Mother. The adults are prostrating themselves. It looks like they're performing some kind of ritual.
They always do that. They're supposed to. I'll have to do that someday too. It might be in 2 years, 12 years. But one day I'll have to. You have to bow your head, close your eyes, and count to,
I think it was 3 tens?
You can kill by a giant count as time.
I don't... I wouldn't think so, but maybe? Like, as long as they weren't trying to run away from the giants, like if they stood their ground and let the giants grab them, maybe? Like, as long as you weren't a coward and, like, tried to run? Possibly? But I assume it meant you'd have to, like, die with, like, weapon in hand trying to fight. But maybe just not being a coward would be enough. Possibly.
Anyway, once you finish counting, the envoy comes. That's when one comes. From the gate? No, from the sky. Fo. The sky? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Look over there.
Okay, she said 3 tens before, so I assumed Gerda couldn't count to 30, but now she... Okay. Humans. I don't know why I'm giving them like a deep voice. They're female, probably.
Oh, humans, today is the ordained day. Oh, humans, today is the day your lives shall be taken.
Know that this is an act of love, is it? Know that through this act, the last remaining deity, the goddess, extends her hand to you out of love. Oh, humans, bow your heads, give thanks to the ice, the snow, and the light.
Envoy, oh envoy! Oh, glorious Valkyrie, gleaming bright! Please take the grown-ups with you. They followed all of the goddess's teachings and raised us. The ones who couldn't raise us played with us until they were 14. None of them are bad people, so please take them with you to Valhalla. Foe!
Envoy, one who takes souls to Valhalla. Yeah, they're here. Envoy, angel. Wait, no, I'm sensing an extremely powerful magical energy signal coming from the sky. They're either a pseudo-god or a demigod, but either way, their magical energy is incredibly powerful. This must be one of the beings known in proper human history as the Daughters of Odin, the Valkyries. Dun, dun, dun. O humans, rejoice! I shall open the great gate for you in accordance with divine law.
Walk through it. Do not hesitate. Meet your end as sacrifices to the giants.
Do that, and your souls shall be taken to the Hall of Warriors, though you have never known battle. Rejoice, humans, and be glad. This is love bestowed upon you by the one true goddess. Thank you, O Envoy. We are endlessly grateful for the blessings you and the goddess have bestowed upon us. We will go to meet our end. Please open the gate for us. Oh, whoops! Switch to the lady.
Very well, it shall be done, and so your lives shall end.
Hold it. Why are we getting involved? I knew we would, because I knew it was a battle node, but like, bruh. We really shouldn't get involved. Yeah, we're... God damn it. We really shouldn't say anything. We really shouldn't have. Humans, what is this strange sound? This is astonishing. It's a crime most grave. Who would interrupt this most sacred ritual? This ritual marks the solemn, glorious end of humans' lives. It is not to be trifled with. Please wait, Envoy, or rather Valkyrie. What are you doing, Lady Mash? Whoops, you're not supposed to go against tradition on the ordained day. Yeah, we don't care, apparently. Valkyrie, you said these grown-ups would go to Valhalla, to Odin's palace, the Hall of Warriors. In Norse mythology, Valhalla is supposed to be the final resting place for the souls of brave heroes. But these people don't even have swords, let alone armor. They're not warriors. And you mean to send them to their deaths, to be killed by giants, even though they worship you? Heathens. Our shared records reported that heathens had invaded our holy land, and now here you stand. In that case, it falls to me to execute you. Yeah, good luck. Good fucking luck, buddy.
Wait.
Humans, know that it is futile to resist. Humans, know that the will to resist is itself a grave offense. You two are... yes, I see now. You have passed the age of 15 without having children, haven't you? Then you must die. Your souls will never ascend to Valhalla. You will simply be consumed by giants and die, loveless and alone. Loveless? What do you mean? We love MASH and she loves us. We don't know the Scandinavia. We have no way of knowing what it is you value. But I do know what you're doing here is not love, it's cruel. And I don't just mean offering innocent people up to giants. I mean ending children's lives before they've had a chance to grow up. I will not just look the other way while that happens here. Master, you said it. Oh boy. Yeah, I get their sentiment, I really do. But now is really, we should be trying to learn a bit before, okay. Preparing for battle. Lady Mash, please. Gerda, we've been telling you, we're not... Envoys aren't supposed to argue with each other. I'm sorry, Gerda, but I'm not an envoy. That's why I will fight her on this. Honestly, reasonable. Very, very reasonable. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose again. Oh, 447. That ain't nothing. That's light work. All right, we'll keep it nice and simple for turn one. Nice and simple. Hit him with that good old Draco 1-2 combo. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Get that Roman trade applied. Bada bing, bada bang. Nah, she thought we were envoys because we had, or that MASH had a weapon, or well, shield anyway. Because she saw them last year. Because they said that they lost 3 last year. So at least I assume she'd seen them. I think she just based it off having a weapon of sorts. Well, let's get you to full. I don't remember her. No, hers isn't enough. I'm gonna save. I want everyone to have no. There we go. Now we can just fucking rail the Valkyrie next turn. Alright. Yeah, Valkyrie, you're about to go night-night. You're not gonna have a good time. I promise you that. You're not gonna have a good time. That's just to warm up there, Valkyrie. Honestly, might not even need Dracos. Actually, no, she doesn't have effective. Yeah, never mind. Uriel doesn't have effectiveness here. There we go. This should do it though. Probably. Roman trade supplied still. Oh wait, she not. I didn't even realize. Was this Valkyrie not a servant? Oh, she's not. Oh. Okay, so she's actually a living... Okay. I assumed I was dealing with a servant. I didn't even notice it didn't say servant. No, I know Yuri does only charms males. I know. I give you that.
Hi, hi, hi.
I was talking about like class effectiveness. Alright. I can get Yuri out soon once she hits her bond up. Still, though, even without class effectiveness, I thought she would have done more than 12k, but... it was not to be. How can a human defeat an envoy? I don't know. I may be human, but I'm also a demi-servant who once possessed the power of a heroic spirit. The sort who's exactly the kind of hero whose soul Valkyries would have desired, at least in proper human history. Given your nature, you can't ignore the remains of that hero inside me. That's why... the soul of a hero. 2,000 and several hundred years since I was manufactured, and never once did I get to see one. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. That's tough. I'll be honest. Target has disappeared. The Orton Axe's output drop is within tolerance. I'm still good to go. Falcao. She wasn't a servant. She did give off a magical energy signal, but she wasn't summoned here. Yeah, no, she's a living Valkyrie, I guess? Which would mean here in 2020, the Scandinavian Lost Belt is home to... there are lots and lots of envoys. Yeah. Lots and lots and lots. Why did you do that, Lady Mash? How could you fight another envoy? We've been telling you we're not... the goddess is going to be really mad.
The envoy's gone. Just vanished into thin air. Is that even possible? Uh-huh. Now what's going to happen with the ritual? It isn't way. It doesn't make sense. We gave them the bouquet, but the envoy never opened the gate. Can't open it ourselves, right? Gerda did yesterday, but we can't do that on the Ordained today, right?
Oh no, this is terrible. The envoy's gone.
She was supposed to take us to Valhalla. Yeah, Mash, the people didn't want this. Like, again, I get what you're saying, but like, they're gonna die anyway when we fix the Lost Belt. Or get rid of the Lost Belt, that is. So like... All you did was probably lose your place in the village to stay. Like, if you let it happen and laid low, you probably could have just stayed here. But now they're probably gonna kick you out.
It's okay. The envoys are servants of the goddess, right?
Even if one disappears, more will come in her place. There, look. Oh boy. See that light in the sky? Yow! I'm sensing lots of new magical energy signals in the sky. The Orton Axe should be fine to handle a series of consecutive battles. Oh, that's good. Amalgam Goat is in good shape. It should stand up to combat at a minimum. It also seems the envoys view the people of these villages as something to be protected. When we fought, it seemed like she didn't want to hurt the people or damage the village. I'm willing to bet that the next envoys will probably take the same approach. That's the one good thing. I'm sorry, I really should be apologizing for all this. Yeah. I was foolish, reckless, a little bit. I had the same thing in mind, you just beat me to it. Thank you, Master. Multiple magical energy signals approaching quickly from above. Here they come. Initiating combat while maintaining the Orton Axe's output. Requesting orders and backup, Master. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. I can't imagine we can hold off like 100 Valkyries if they decide to send a bunch at once. 7 of them. Okay, well it's not 100 at least. You know, at least it's not 100. Will we take those? I guess. Actually, let's do this. Boom. Ow. You know what? Yuri is expendable. She's really only in the party to get her bond up. That's literally it. Really, no crit? That's unfortunate. Real unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Okay. Will Yuri's Noble Phantasm do 20k damage? I don't know. I guess we can try it. 20k, 27k, okay, I'll take that. Okay, her skill should get her there. Or that works too. That's fine. Alright, Yuri. Or, Kashin Koji. Nah, not that. This. Actually, what does this do? Inflict bind to a single enemy, increase resistance, and then... Let's do this. Do her first, because we're not dealing with servants. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Was he start gather rate? Yeah. Increase. Me as well. Might not. Oh, Draco. Yeah, these things must have.
赤き魔よ来たれ鋼によりて起源をなさん見やれこれぞ我が形リビルウィンドデススラッシュ
Because even without yeah something feels off here. Alright, Valkyrie GLaDOS, I'll call you GLaDOS. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, Yuri, you're useless. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this, but you're not useful here. Alright. Let's give this to Draco.
世の行く手は阻めぬ。ビヨーン。
I still don't know if I hate or love Koji's voice. I'm so conflicted.
我がしよかろう。もちろんです。ロササングリス。芸術影。聞かぬ。
How rude.
聞かぬ。
Okay, Felicia. Fucking Felicia. No son.
望みを声にせよ。さあい。世の行く手は阻めぬ。捕らえて殺す。
Alright. Oh, she's only gonna do 47, isn't she?
七つの竜よ。
Again.
翼となってかけよ。抱き。
You're not
溶かし
gonna die.
恋焦がれるか。
Yeah.
解消し。
Oh, no, she did. Okay, she... Okay.
天使とは美しい花をまくものでなく
Did just a little
苦
bit
悩する
more.
誰かのために
Nice.
戦うもの。
Nice, nice, nice. Alright, you've killed 8 Valkyries now, Mash. Do you have anything to say for yourself? All envoys have disappeared. The village remains unharmed. Yeah, now they're gonna be angry at you. And probably kick you out. I never imagined so many would show up all at once like this. The Orton Axe's output is dropped, but the auto maintenance function should restore it in 10 seconds. Oh, that fast. As long as we have that much time before enemy reinforcements arrive, we should be fine. Fo-fo-fo! Kikau! Even more magical energy signals are gathering in the sky. I believe they mean to attack after gathering enough of their forces. The Orton Axe's auto-maintenance function should finish in time, but if they send like 30 at you at once, that could be a problem, right? The situation could change significantly depending on how long the envoys keep attacking. And we won't be getting any help from the border. Yeah, we may have made a mistake. Right, yeah. There's a pretty tremendous difference in firepower between them. If another Valkyrie with the same amount of magical energy as that first one shows up, along with backup, you know, will Senpai and I still be able to win? Lady Mash, please stop. Please don't fight with the other envoys. Besides, you're clearly in terrible pain. Please? Well, if we don't fight now, they're probably just gonna kill us without a fight. We've already shown our hand. So, you know. Gerda, once they take the flowers, the grown-ups are supposed to go through the gate. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's always been. Once they do, the giants show up and squish them in no time. I've seen it from the crack in the gate lots of times. Smush. They don't say anything, they can't do anything. Oh, you watched that happen, huh? But that's okay, I'm not afraid. I know I'll get to go to Valhalla as long as the envoy is watching me. That's what the goddess decided. There's nothing wrong with that. It might be just a teeny tiny bit scary. But once I'm squished, it'll all be over, and I'll be fine. So, there's nothing fine about that. Nobody's dying on my watch, if I can help it. Nobody. Senpai. Oh, but why? This is how it's been since forever and ever. Yeah, well, fuck forever. Or in this case, we want... Well, whatever. I'm sorry, Gerda, but I'm not putting down my shield. even if this is the way things are done here, even if it's what you all want, we don't want to give up on anything or anyone. Whether it's one life or two or millions. Oh. Magical energy signals. Senpai, multiple enemies are diving towards us simultaneously. They're going to all use their noble phantasms at... Some sort of powerful light shot towards the envoys? A gunshot? Whom? No, it's cannon fire. Francis? Drake? Is that you? Napoleon!
I turn to see flames burning bright. No, not flames. A man. A human inferno. The titanic cannon he holds in his arms is pointed towards the sky. His smile is as dazzling as the first rays of the morning sun. A true man among men, standing taller and prouder than anyone else nearby. Are you cold?
Yeah, you did.
No need to say anything, I can tell. Well, here I am.
Why'd they make Napoleon look cool? Something ain't right here. something feels off. Yeah, guest servant unknown. I've used him a few. We know who he is. Come on. I mean, I guess to be fair, when this Lost Belt first came out, I guess the players wouldn't have known who he is. So I guess it's fair. Actually, I can move Yuri to the back. She only needs a bit more. Let's put... I think Nightingale is the closest of the other three, right? 94... 177... 112, yeah, okay. True. Let's hang on. Swap you. Get rid of this. Hang on. 5-star. Bond up. Boom. It's only 1%, but you know, any bit of bond will help. Even the tiniest sliver.
How do you like my little cannon here? C'est magnifique, non? Haha, nothing better than a fine gentleman like myself fighting off a swarm of angels. Well, I guess these aren't angels, huh? No wings. No way to scratch that. Didn't the angels originally have wings because of some old winged Egyptian god or something like that? Ah, well, at this point, I guess it doesn't matter either way.
I see. Though they were just mass-produced models, someone can blast away several at once. I also see he's working with the individual known as Mash Kyrielite. Servants are beings that threaten the goddess's rule, thus they're to be eradicated, not loved. Begin Link, all nearby envoys begin Link. None may defy her.
Oh, so you're gonna huddle together and make yourselves an even bigger target? Well, that's just fine by me. Go ahead, I'll blow you out of the sky. Haven't you managed to put together that anything in the air is just a target for my incredible firepower?
A servant. And one not dependent on the Lost Belt's magical energy either.
You must be a heroic spirit from proper human history.
Master, that man is the first we've met here in Scandinavia, too.
Are heroes born from their accomplishments? No, it's not that. They are born because the people want them to be born. Trust me, as a hero who's gone from the top of the heap to the bottom of the barrel, I know a thing or two.
A hero? Who are you?
What's that, mademoiselle? Oh, you'll become a fine...
Napoleon, no.
fine beauty when you're older, I can tell. You want to know who I am? Well, let's see. As long as someone out there has got their hopes up or wishes things were different somehow, I'm the guy who makes all their dreams come true. I'm the guy who sees the stars shining bright in the young lady and her trusty partner as they fight against the fate of the world. Go ahead and lead the way, kids from proper human history. My cannon's yours to command. This is what they call lending a helping hand. Let your magical energy loose. Don't hold back. Let's get this done with style.
Your helping hand couldn't have come at a better time.
Damn right. Now let's go.
Napoleon. Funniest thing there with Napoleon is they made him tall. Wasn't Napoleon not even that short? Wasn't he like 5'6"? Like, it's not like he was, 4'10". He wasn't...
He wasn't like tiny.
Like, maybe a little shorter than average, but... not terribly so. Napoleon, you're not really that useful given you have no effectiveness. That's fine though. Yeah, that's alright. My name is Napoleon. He's less than 5'10" after all. Yeah, they do him dirty. Dirty boy. Honestly, now would be a decent time for Nightingale's Noble Phantasm TBH. Yeah, Valkyries are humanoid. They look human-ish. And it says humanoid, not human, so maybe she'll work. Maybe. Possibly. Alright. Let's target that one. Sure, why not? Why not? Oh man.
That's one out of the way.
It's funny how she has a giant version of herself swing a sword, but it's not an attack, no phantasm. Okay. Is he? Yeah, he's all. I assume Valkyries are divine, so... You know what? Sure, let's give him a full combo. Because I am here? What are you, All Might? Fucking Napoleon All Might?
貫き
Polymite?
砕いて押し通る
決勝
Alright, you know, Valkyrie B, you need to die. You are not allowed to live anymore. Shame on you, shame on your family. Actually, let's do this.
我がよかろう
Get the attack up bonus for having a Buster Chain.
ロササングリス
Boom. Yeah, a little bit of a waste, but that's alright. Alright, just you and one other left, huh? Ow. Well, Gale's gone. For shame.
派手に行こう
Alright. Alright, Arcwid, or Archetype Earth, technically, as you are right now.
抑えるように
Show them what you've got. Show them your
荒
true
ぶる獣の
power.
抱擁を受けるがまし
Yeah, sure.
望みを声にせよ
Why not?
燃えよ
Alright, woman knows
デ
again.
イバロン
Stuff
ドムス
again.
アウレアよ砕けラウスティアのクラウディウス我が情熱は豪華のごとく感受なさい故郷を通り道をこの城の水の折月の城にようこそロササングリス
Dead, probably? Yes.
加減が分かりませんでした
Well, that was light
ル
work.
サホ
We may have
許されます
lost, you know, Gale. That's fine. Who needs her? I'm just kidding. Rah! Take these. Rah! Break 'em, smash 'em, make your way through. He's opened a huge hole in the formation of envoys. Many of them have started to disperse. The situation has worsened. Inexplicable. That man's magical energy is not unlimited. He should have run out of so many large bombardments, yet he still remains operational. The same is true of the demi-servant. How? How is this possible? Why do they still fight? Inexplicable, inexplicable. Continued combat may result in an indeterminate loss on our side. Or in indeterminate losses on our side. We must return to seek the goddess's counsel. Retreat, retreat. Yeah, get fucked. I do feel kind of bad because I think they're just doing what they've been instructed to do, but like... we kind of just murdered them. Because they seem like they're... Because they said mass-produced, so they're like... It's kind of like machines in a way. Which... Yeah, they just kind of... Yeah. I do feel kind of bad. A little bit. All remaining envoys appear to have left the area. Their magical energy signals have disappeared. The battle is over, Senpai, and you're collapsing, aren't you? There I go again. I was far too reckless. Da Vinci's not gonna be happy about this. Nothing we can do now except to brace for the yelling, I guess. I suppose. That was amazing. I've never seen so many amazing things. You're amazing, mister. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, Gerda. Hmm? Huh? Yeah, I think we're in trouble.
Oh, nicely done, you two. You look pretty worn out right now, but I know that's not all you've got left in the tank. I can't promote you to general at our first meeting,
but I can at least give you a medal or two. Excuse me, we really do appreciate your helping us out tremendously. but do you think you could stop smacking Senpai on the back so hard?
It was that hard. Sorry about that. Old habits die hard, as they say. Oh, sorry again. Here, how about I give you a back rub? Or are you alright now?
Are you?
That's right, I'm Matsudo Kalia from Baba Human History.
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. Oh, so he knows we're from Chaldea. Okay. Interesting.
Then listen up. Humans, one day all desires will become a rainbow, emblazoned across the sky. You know why? 'Cause I'm here now. I don't know much about East or spirit business, but nobody messes with the people of Europe on my watch. That's right, I'm a man of infinite possibility. Wherever I go, I leave rainbows in my wake. I am Napoleon, an archer. You're looking at the only hero of humanity in all of Scandinavia.
Right. Sure. Only hero, right. Definitely won't run into more like we did with in Russia. Alright. Now do I use the 3 cent quartz? One of, well, 4 technically, but I have one of them still a leftover paid one. Do I hit that single pull for Ushi? It is a 2x bonus summon. I mean, okay, here's the thing though, right? I should save up for a 10 pull. Because I am on my weekly login bonus. Tonight I should get a summon ticket, which I could use on the single pull. But at the same time, you know, if I go for it now, what if I got her now, but I didn't get her if I waited, you know? And if it's yeah, in 9 days, so I'll be able to use that before she's gone. I should save. I get a summon ticket tonight anyway. I'll just use that. And hopefully I get Draco to bond 13 before Ushi's gone as well. Draco's at like 393, I think it said, so we're getting kind of close. Kind of close. If 393,000 is considered close, but you know. Yeah, give me this this Chaldea tea time boned up. All right. Berserker. Okay, I think we're gonna get kicked out because the Berserkers and Assassins are what the Jotuns and Ice Monsters are. Farming the event, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start tonight. So yeah, we should be alright, probably. Hopefully. The gate won't open, will it? No. I'm sorry, Gerda. We fucked everything up. That's our bad. No, Gerda. It only opens on the ordained day. Assuming you stay here and don't go out again, at least. I won't. Nobody has a fever right now. But you would if they did. You did a good deed, Gerda, so the goddess and envoys will forgive you. That they didn't punish you is proof enough of that, right? Yeah. Still, the gate won't open.
I wonder if we really will have to wait for the next ordained day to set off on our journey like you said we would. This has never happened before. Oh, what's going to happen now? It almost feels like I'm dreaming.
An envoy only comes on the ordained day. The goddess hasn't permitted them to descend from Valhalla any other time. At least that's what that man with that huge metal thing said. Whether it's true or not is beyond me.
Man with the huge metal thing. Is he talking about Sigurd? I don't think so, though. Huge metal thing? No, it couldn't be him. His sword's not that big. I don't, but, I mean, I guess Napoleon could have said something to them off screen, but I don't remember him saying, unless I already forgot. I don't think he said anything about the goddess. No, I don't think so.
Honestly, we're not sure what to do now either. It never even occurred to us something like this could happen. Some are saying we should try to force the gate open now, but
without any envoys here, you won't be able to go to Valhalla, so. You can't. You'll never get to go to Valhalla without an envoy. So, in that case, maybe you could all just wait until next year?
yeah, I suppose we could.
Of course you could. All the children are thinking how nice it would be to make the flower bed past the field a bit bigger. We'd all be so happy if the grown-ups helped us. I mean that, you know. So what do you say? Yeah, I guess it had to have been Napoleon. That's the only thing that makes sense, because I don't know who else it would have been. But, yeah, you just didn't show it to us, I guess.
No fire on my home.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that either. Oh, okay.
The snow and ice at least makes some sense, but the fire, no, I got nothing.
Really? You know what's going on with the ice that covers the mountains and the snow that covers all of Scandinavia? Fofo?
Yeah, more or less. Might as well explain while we're taking a break. I guess it's about time I told you the point of this march, anyway. See, I never did tell you where I wanted to go after we left the village, did I?
All you said was join me.
Sorry about that. Alright then, let's start at the beginning. You two know about the myth of Ragnarok, right?
Of course.
Well, in this lost belt, it looks like the last war between the gods and giants still took place. But as you rightly figured out for yourselves, the Age of Gods didn't end here for some reason. Thanks to that, civilization never developed. Humans are still worshipping gods and giants roam unchecked around mountains. Basically, for the last 3,000 or so years, things have remained pretty much the same as they were back in 1000 BC, when the Norse Age of Gods was originally meant to end.
That's what led to this place heading down a slightly different path from the myth we know. Fofo? The Age of Gods lasting into the present day. Then director Gordolf and Da Vinci were right.
Yeah, the real deal is right here in Scandinavia.
Trying to do that over-exaggerated, like, cartoony French voice, not
Yeah, no, that was killing me. I know it didn't sound like actual French, by the way. I was just mimicking how they do it in cartoons. Which... Actually, if anything, that was more... Well... No. No.
Didn't you hear the kids going on about goddess this and goddess that? Well, there you are. She didn't die in Ragnarok or turn into a divine spirit. She's remained intact to this day. Now she rules this lost belt using her 100 envoys as a go-between to keep both giants and humans in check. She's the last god in Scandinavia, and she's kept the aged gods going all this time. She lives in the northern part of the Oslo Fjord, in a castle located in proper human history's old Oslo region. The Queen of Scandinavia, who covered half its mountains in frost. Skahak Skadi, goddess of snow and ice. The last remaining deity and the one in charge of this entire lost belt. We're not talking servant here. We're talking full-blown, honest-to-goodness goddess. I'm trying to get to her castle, and that's probably where you'll find the cryptor and that servant too. I bet it's also where that paper moon thing is. Along with, what was it called again? The Tree of Emptiness? Anyway, I bet they know we can find that too.
Skahak?
Yep.
You mean that Skahak?
That's what I said.
Q!
Fuck you!
Get off of me. What is this thing, a dog? I'm okay with dogs.
Foe!
I was thinking, shut your bitch ass!
Whoa, what's your problem? What'd I say?
Not a dog. Foe, stay, what's gotten into you? I assume they'll explain the lore behind why Skahak and... Yeah, but she's not the Skahak we know, but the Scotty version.
What about the giants? Indeed, they maybe appear to be quite active, but they're not exactly industrious. I hold absolute authority over them. I can make them attack or sleep with a single command. But even I cannot suppress their instincts. The giants who survive to consume heat in any form they can. Though most of them remain in hibernation, they will awaken at the slightest hint of a new heat source and
Devour it immediately. Like, human body heat? Obviously. Then the giants can't serve as a proper disciplined army. As I suspected, yeah. Of course, I have nothing but the utmost respect for your ability to control many of them at once, but...
As familiar as go, the third rate at best.
Saber. That's quite alright. The night of yours is correct, Ophelia. The giants may have lived through the fires of Ragnarok, as the humans and I did, but they are a pitiful shadow of their former selves. Still, they were once proud, mighty souls. That is why I love them, for they too are living things here in Scandinavia. We gods may not always have seen eye to eye with the giants, but they were still beings on par with us. The heat of the flames scorched them all. It twisted the frost giants, the mountain giants. No giant escaped its wrath.
Yeah. Now they've become so twisted that they're little more than walking calamities.
They bring nothing but death and destruction, just like fire. So I shall keep them in check myself. With the masks born of mine own hands, I can unite all the giants under my rule. For I carry the noble blood of Ymir in my icy veins.
Twoo?
So you two knew Skahak from proper human history, huh? Unfortunately, this version of her is absolutely not the person you know. She's not a divine spirit, not a god that has lost its body and dissolved back into nature. She's an actual living goddess. Skadi, goddess and queen, has been around for thousands of years, ever since the Age of Gods, a fusion of the Norse goddess Skadi and the Celtic warrior Skahak.
I see. Very. But then how'd they get fused? That's the main thing I want to know. Like, if it's not, well, I guess it makes sense, because goddesses and gods still do need, as we've seen with Quetzalcoatl, do still need hosts, I guess? Unless it's unique to Quetzal, which it might be. It probably is, actually. I don't know. So I guess it still kind of makes sense. I did hear that certain aspects of Skahak from proper human history may have blended in with the Norse deity. Oh, okay. I should have read that part before I went back. I suppose that means in this lost spell, Skadi, the goddess of snowy mountains, who is herself part giant, would be the predominant figure over Skahak. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. None of it. Yeah, but they said that she's not even a divine spirit. She's just a straight up living god. Yeah, see right here. Just a straight up, you know, living goddess. So it's like, you know, then I'm confused about your previous message then, because I thought you were saying, okay, I don't know. I think we were already saying the same thing, but then I think you thought I said something else. I don't know.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Here in this lost belt where the Age of Gods never ended, she rules over humans and giants alike. Her goal seems to be for everything to remain as it is. I guess that part's the same as other lost belts. And if nothing else, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to wipe humanity out. In fact, word has it that Skadi loves all forms of life. That's what I've been hearing anyway.
So? Loves.
Means we can reason with her. As long as we don't go openly declaring war on her or anything.
Well, we did, would not killing her envoys / Valkyries count as... Maybe not. Maybe not.
Without doing it. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just, I don't know. I think we both got confused over what we were saying over each other, what each other were saying. I don't know.
She won't see us as enemies, guaranteed.
But by Napoleon, we've already destroyed a number for envoys.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. There, Napoleon. Nappy.
Trust me, it's gonna take more than that to ruffle this queen's feathers. I know that sounds pretty weird, but it's true. She doesn't call herself the Mother of Scandinavia for nothing.
Wait, Mother?
That's right. That said, I can understand why you'd be nervous, especially after that big dust-up we had with the envoys. But that's as much my fault as it is yours.
Sorry for getting you too caught up in that. We're just grateful you saved us, yeah. No skin off our back. Hey, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel a lot better. I have to say, Napoleon, I'm impressed with how much you know about this lost belt and proper human history. Huh? Yeah, how long have you been here? Napoleon Bonaparte, you first made a name for yourself after the French Revolution in 1789, eventually going on to become the first Emperor of France. As the Supreme Commander of the you're one of France's greatest rulers and conquerors. For a time, you controlled over half of Europe, and your grand expedition to Russia is particularly well known. But at least in our database, I haven't seen anything regarding your exploits that pertains to Scandinavia. I did hear that you were quite the fan of James Macpherson's Ossian, which had epic poems similar to the Norse poetic Edda, but that's all. I'm trying to say is you must have acquired your knowledge of Scandinavia after you materialized. He's probably been here a while, I would assume. Is that right, Napoleon? Yeah, how do you know so much? Well, sure. I materialized here just a little bit before you all showed up. That's why I happen to know so much. I've been getting all this information while I travel around on foot and on some skis I made. As to the source of my information, well, I think I'll hold off on that for now. Okay, it's a little bit sus, but sure. An air of mystery makes hotties like me even hotter, don't you think? Yeah, sure, buddy. Cow! Yeah, get his ass. Oof. What is it? You want me to fess up everything? No secrets? Come on, lay off me, doggo. I've got my reasons. Flo isn't actually a dog. Well, let me be perfectly clear about one thing. This here heroic spirit's on humanity's side. I'm your ally. I came here to save you. Just to make sure you don't forget that. As long as you don't, we can even make a temporary contract if you want. Senpai. He did save us when we were in a really bad spot. It's probably fine. I agree, he's capable and trustworthy. That's right, I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw an archer like you wielding that enormous cannon. Is that so? I didn't think artillery specialists were all that uncommon. Well, no, but straight up just carrying it is kind of crazy. Then again, maybe it's tougher than I thought for someone like that to make their mark on humanity. It's not like I was an artillery officer my whole life. Hell, my spirit origin and noble phantasm are both pretty much afterthoughts. Huh? Then you mean you didn't use a cannon like that when you were alive? No! No, I should think not. Like, as a heroic spirit, sure. He has the strength to carry it, but I don't think a human Napoleon would... I mean, I guess they do have, like, smaller cannons that you could technically hold if you wanted to, but not that thing. Definitely not that thing. That's, Of course not. You're a riot, mademoiselle. Can you imagine an emperor like me going around with a cannon like this? Wait, guess I shouldn't laugh, huh? Sorry about that. It's just not that uncommon in modern heroic spirits. Now, I don't know what sort of adventures you've gotten up to before, but haven't you seen anything like this with other modern heroic spirits from proper human history? Well, I mean, Francis Drake but her cannons are literally on her ship's noble fan. Actually, no, her extra attack also has a cannon, doesn't it? I haven't used her extra attack in a while. I want to say Francis Drake's extra attack has a cannon, but I'm not sure. I think it's still from... maybe. Nobu's Noble Phantasm, but she doesn't hold them. No, wait, no, Nobu doesn't have cannons, does she? I think she has a... does she? I think she has a... Yeah, her guns. Yeah, no, I don't think we've seen anyone carry an absurd weapon like you.
You know, they turned out to be kind of a caricature of their real selves.
I mean, okay, caricatures in general, yes. But holding an absurdly large weapon that would make no sense? Not really. I mean, I guess Nero's sword is weirdly big. I guess. Okay, the caricatures, yeah, obviously them, but like, I'm talking weapons still. Now that you mention it, Babbage's heroic spirit materialized as a mechanical suit of armor. Oh yeah, Moriarty. Yeah, no, he had a big ass coffin, that's true. With like a Gatling gun in it. I guess that counts. And Edison doesn't look remotely close to how he did when he was alive. Maybe because of the special circumstances surrounding his materialization. There's something different. Yeah, true. I guess. But again, still none of. Well, aside from Moriarty, none of them have absurd weapons. Kind of. Well, I guess in a sense. Yeah.
Right, and in my case, I got this gigantic cannon. And that's not all that's different. Just look how tall I am here. Ooh la la, I won't be getting called short anytime soon. Not a chance.
Oh, of course they would address it. Of course they would.
Well, as far as looks go, I've got my own reasons for appearing like I do. Enough of that, though. Anything else you want to ask me?
Yes. Fafo! Remember how Gerda said that at least in Village 23 an envoy won't come again for another year?
Oh, yeah, the Iron Maiden. True.
Is there a reason for that? Something you know from your unidentified information source?
I can't be totally certain it'll be another year, but that sounds right to me. No, but that's not my source talking. I learned that firsthand.
How?
Just look at how many of them showed up this time. The envoys aren't allowed to sacrifice humans on any day besides the one that Goddess Lady, Scotty, ordained. So they must have brought a whole bunch of them along to make sure the ritual didn't go off the rails again.
Again?
Alright, this wasn't my first run-in with them.
Did you interrupt a different ordained day for a different village? Probably.
Back at another village, I caught one of them trying to open those giant gates and sniped them. That was just the one back then, probably because they didn't expect anyone to attack them. But that obviously wasn't the case with that last village. Remember them saying something about shared records? Well, the data from the one I sniped got shared with the rest. It looks like they responded by shoring up their numbers in preparation for another attack. The envoys don't care about the Queen's philanthropy. They're basically machines. No reasoning with them.
I see. Fafo.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is... I'm sorry. I had no idea they'd come back with those kinds of numbers.
No, you helped another village, even if they didn't want your help, but... You know, we can't really blame you.
Guess it really messed things up for you two.
Oh no, not at all. We never would have won without your help. Especially given how strong each envoy was individually.
Oh yeah, that. Guess I had a level with you. I'm pretty sure the sisters they based the envoys off of are even stronger. The ones we ran into yesterday are basically mass-produced dolls that Queen Scotty made by infusing them with her own magical energy.
Mass-produced dolls.
Might as well get this out there too. The Queen here is merciful, yes, but the whole place is lousy with powerful, vicious enemies. A shitstorm of envoys, that lost belt servant with his demonic sword, and almost no allies for us. Even with the odds that stacked against us, are you two still ready to fight?
That's why we came here, boy. Plus, we can't really leave. We don't have our... the thing that lets us transport, so, you know.
Exactly, yes, we're ready to fight.
So, I mean, that's, you know, you gotta, you know, we're the only ones who have a chance, no matter how small, of restoring Earth and proper human history.
So that's why.
And gotcha. That's good to hear. Me, I'm the guy who once ruled over most of Europe. I'd say that more or less makes me its king.
Fo?
Special translation. What's Boney here going on about?
So if you call for me, I'll come running right away. Doesn't matter where, even way up north.
Yeah, I don't know why you called him Boney either.
Doesn't matter how cold it is, I'll be there. And after all, if someone begs for my help, how can I refuse? Back when I was alive, there was a mountain of problems keeping my hands tied, like budgetary concerns and stockpiling issues.
I got okay, Boney. Yeah, no, I guess it makes sense. I was thinking Boney like he was bony, but I'm like, no, he's pretty filled out with muscle. Like I don't see him being bony. But yeah, no, Bonaparte. Okay, yeah, that checks out. Yeah. I was thinking taking it as more of a physical descriptor rather than yeah.
But now that I'm a heroic spirit fighting for humanity, nothing's gonna hold me back, haha. There might only be so many categories of things I can help with, but if there's two things I do best, it's fight hard and win. If that's what you're looking for, then your search is over. Besides, Scandinavia is still part of Europe, and nobody's better at winning in Europe than I am.
So Senpai, his confidence and spirit are amazing. Although there is one thing I'm a little concerned about. As I recall, Emperor Napoleon's biggest defeat was... when, yeah, winter is not his, forte. Yes, exactly, that defeat would go on to be a major factor in the decline of his reign. Napoleon, Hitler, you know, you think the second guy would have learned from Napoleon's, mistake, but no. That defeat would go on to be a major factor in the decline of his reign.
Honestly, it would have been nice to get another crack at Russia for my revenge, but oh well. C'est la vie.
Honestly, it's probably better he didn't learn, actually. You know, in hindsight of my statement, probably better he didn't learn.
Still, since we're in a harsh, wintry environment too, I'll settle for avenging my Grand Armee's defeat here.
I really don't think that's how karma works. At all, ever.
Now don't be like that, Private.
Private? Private? Do you mean Senpai?
Yep, you're the first recruit of my new Grand Army. Good luck. Work hard enough and maybe you'll even earn a medal.
I'm sorry, but didn't you already give Senpai a medal?
Oh, right, I did, didn't I? Ah, crap. Guess we lost track of time. Looks like we ran into a group of a mountain patrol, mademoiselle.
You're right. Magical energy signals are headed towards us. Fortunately, they're still far enough away that I can use my thrusters to make a clean getaway.
No, I say we let them find us. I want to get a better look at how you two fight. I'm not saying we do this for kicks. We need to hone our skills against opponents we know we can defeat before we come up against someone who's really tough.
True, good plan.
We need to get better at fighting together as a unit. Call it teamwork if you like. So what do you say? Make sense to you, Private? I don't want to kill if we don't have to, but I do see your point. Good answer.
I just realized I had a protein shake sitting here that I never drank. Cold enough in here, it still should be drinkable without tasting chalky. Hopefully.
Alright, here they are. Let's get this battle underway, Private. Alright.
Jotuns and ice beasts, right? Yep. Isu Ulfra. Let's just give it a good old college try from the get-go. Alright. Jotun. Bing, bang, boom. You good, you dead. You got one. That, honestly, because of, this is gonna be a random segue. I kind of want Romulus Quirinus, the newer version, the 5-star version of him, because he has the skill that applies the Roman trait to everybody on every enemy on the field. And I'm like, he would make a good pairing for Draco. Yeah, but I think Boudica does have something similar. I just don't want to use her because I haven't bothered, like, grailing her. I guess I could bring her and swap her out, I suppose. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how hers worked, though. I do know she has something similar. That's fine. It's fine. Last master from enemy, Japanese daimyo, private, Napoleon's Grand Army. True. Fujimaru, is a jack of all trades, so to speak. I saw people theorizing that the Fate Extra remake might have a DLC where you battle Mitsuka, and I'm like, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work exactly. Damn, got something against Castoria there, Bergreasy? Kinda fucked up. Nah, there's no way that's humanoid, is it? Nah, probably not.
となしくして
Maybe. Honestly, you know, may as well. I guess it doesn't hurt anything
覚悟ははい
to apply
望
it.
みを我が舌を喜ばせろ清潔そこだな今回はうまくいきました
Wait, did I leave Uriel in? I just realized I never swapped trap, did I? Frick. Did I? No, I didn't. No. This Hinako person's lost belt's absolutely out of the question? 2 of the other 4 that remain are completely unfit as well. In which case, I suppose we'll need to cooperate with the Great Ones of Greece as you originally proposed.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. I believe that would be wisest.
Pepperoncino is an excellent cryptor in his own right, and his lost belt is of high quality. But in my estimation, it still does not compare to yours, Queen Scotty.
I do find that crypto charming, but given what you have told me, I cannot say I care for his lost belt. Still, I much prefer it to the one lying right in the middle of a continent. That aside, what a bizarre name he has. Pepe. Pepperoncino. It does have a strange charm to it. No matter. Let us discuss something else. The incident that took place in Village 23.
It seems members of Chaldia did indeed join forces with that man.
I am told they destroyed quite a number of my daughters. The envoys modeled after the Valkyries.
My knight and I will see they are dealt with at once.
Just say the word and I'll kill him. Even a demonic sword gets rusty if you don't use it now and then.
What have I told you? You will kill no one. Despite your pledge to serve me, Ophelia, I see your heart still lies with another.
Yeah, Wodime.
However, this is still my world, and so you will kill no one. They may end up meeting their end at the hands of giants, or at the hands of other imitation Valkyries. That is simply the way of the world. It is as natural as footprints on morning snow. There's no need to involve your demonic sword. Besides, did I not tell you I would love them?
Maybe we do have a chance at convincing her to help us stop the cryptors? Maybe? I didn't think you were serious. Swedikus for skill, Pyron. Right, yeah, and then they, when they hit someone, would apply it, right? Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I just don't want to throw her in, because at this point, I mean, I guess level 70 isn't that bad. I don't know. Especially if it lets Draco hit harder. Yeah.
I didn't think you were serious.
Haha, you say that as if it doesn't concern you.
Ophelia, your deadpan expression's impressive, but also dull. Then again, he doesn't want my love, does he? Be that as it may, when it comes to dealing with others, besides myself, my question remains the same. That is... Do I kill them or love them? If I decide to kill them, I do so immediately. I hold them, freeze them, and destroy them. If I decide to love them, I do so until their dying breath. I nurture them and stay with them as they die.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
All humans are my children, as are all giants. Do I kill them or love them?
My enemies I kill, my children I love.
That is who I am, the queen, the mother of Scandinavia. Yet again, that goes for you too, Ophelia. And you, Knight. You are my beloved daughter, and you my precious son. Every life that grows here in Scandinavia is my child.
No, your kindness knows no bounds, your majesty.
Indeed, that goes for the 3 Valkyries Odin entrusted to me as well. Thrud, come here. Valkyrie Thrud reporting for duty.
Wonderful to see you in good health, Scotty, our goddess and protector.
And you, Lady Ophelia, her sworn ally.
Have I not told you to call me mother? Really now. But... Okay.
As you wish.
She sure does rattle on a lot for a doll.
What is your command? We shall obey any order you give us. For you are our master, Scotty.
After all these years, you still refuse to behave as my daughter.
No matter how often I see it, it still manages to impress me. Tell me, my beloved daughter.
As leader of my 100-odd envoys, what do you make of the incident in Village 23?
I know you're obedient, but despite what that knight says, I also know you're no mindless wooden doll. We are meant to execute a master's commands.
We cannot make decisions on our own. Come now.
That's quite alright. Just tell me what you think. Keep it to pure analysis if you must. Very well.
Of course, if you say these transgressors will be permitted to remain alive, we shall act accordingly.
I do think they can be left alone.
As for the destroyed envoys, they were mass-produced units with no ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Still, based on what I've seen in our shared records, I don't think the 3 of us will need to respond.
Even if circumstances change, and we do end up needing to deal with them, I think the giants or mass-produced units' self-destruct function should be sufficient. Oh!
A suicide attack. Oh, that's great.
Oh?
I am told the transgressors are a human, and one who is half human, half heroic spirit. There is no need for the 3 of us to confront such a lowly foe.
Cheeky little doll, isn't she? Come on, Ophelia, just say the word. I want to break it right here and now.
Don't be ridiculous.
Her Majesty is right there. You will not act without my permission.
That is fine. I like the way your knight speaks his mind. But stay your sword. You are not to harm my daughter.
She's adorable in her own way. I accept her as she is and love her. You know, I don't disagree. The cold, calculating type is rather attractive?
Huh.
Very well then, Sir Knight.
Would you like to try drawing that demonic sword of yours right now? Sigurd, I don't think you want to mess with the queen. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Your Majesty.
Give me the command, Your Majesty, and that heroic spirit will be destroyed. Demonic sword and all.
Fight, fight, fight.
It may be difficult for Thrud alone, but our chances of success would improve greatly with all 3 of us.
That's alright.
At ease, my ferocious daughter. Know that even I tend to jest at times. That wasn't funny, Scotty. Yeah.
Do forgive me. Seeing your adorably innocent faces, I simply couldn't help myself. Now then, I think I shall return to my throne for a time. I doubt they'll make it here by tonight, but by tomorrow evening I expect we'll have guests. No doubt they'll encounter more of the giants that roam my world, and destroy more imitation Valkyries before then. I do wonder, though, if they'll survive long enough for us to meet.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I think we will. I think we have a pretty good chance, yeah. Maybe I'm being biased, but... yeah. Alright. Well, I got something to do at 3. I guess I have 40 minutes. You think I can do this node in 40 minutes? Probably. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. For 40 minutes? That should be plenty of time. Probably. Hopefully. Okay. I forgot to take Yuri out again. God damn it. Whatever. That's fine. Not like I have anyone who's like super close that I can sub in anyway.
乗りこなしてみせよ。獣の騎手よ。
Yeah, I'm PS2. Or I guess PDT currently, but yeah. I wish they would do away with daylight savings. Do you have your own? No, I don't. I don't have any. Well, I have the Assassin Skahawk, obviously, because. But yeah, I don't have any non-welfare Skahawk. Actually, I'll wait on that. I think. A Valkyrie with 24,000. You barely qualify as a Valkyrie. What are you doing? Nightingale. Murder her. I don't like how it took you your full combo to kill her, but you know, it's fine. Alright. This should probably kill him. Full oh yeah, he's dead. The Roman thing, yeah. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of overkill here. Just a little bit. A teeny tiny bit. Yeah, let's get the Bagrisi out of the way immediately. Yeah. I would like her, but like, I don't know. She's a very low priority want, I guess. Is the best way to put it. Like, would I prioritize her over literally anyone else? I mean, maybe some. Maybe. I think her ruler version is more useful. From what I've used as far as like supports. Got a lot of quick servants perchance. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. And I'd have to look.
救うためな
Only a
ら
couple come to mind.
私は何でもするわ
I think Assassin's Kahawk is
何でも
quick. Saber Medusa. I actually think all Medusas are quick, aren't they? Maybe?
Alright, there goes the last one.
I would know, but you still know some dedicated anti-meta player. Yeah, I mean... I prioritize, like, characters I actually want over... Like I don't want Oberon, even though apparently he's, like, the greatest of all time. I just don't care for him. But, like, if it happens to be someone I want, and they have an ult that's extremely useful, you know... Well, why not, right? You know, it's like, may as well.
Oh, nice job, you two. Gotta say, I didn't think we'd be running into more mass-produced Valkyries out here.
Probably hunting us, yeah.
Then again, both those things and the giants are loyal to the queen, so it makes sense they might fight side by side. It was like something straight out of myth, seeing Valkyries with giants in tow.
It was rather magnificent seeing them both together like that. At any rate, Master, I can confirm there are no more magical energy signals nearby. Well done.
You two, Mash, great job out there.
Thank you.
Gotta say though, you two handled yourselves pretty nicely. I can tell you've done this before. You got real guts, little shield lady. You too, Ritsuka. How do you summon so many heroic spirits at once? I don't suppose you could get them to stick around.
Sadly, no. Right now, we are kind of just stuck with, battle summons.
Fo-fo.
That's a damn shame. Otherwise, I could have put together the greatest Grand Armée of all time. There's no sense crying over milk you can't even spill. Anyway, we'll just have to build up our strength the old-fashioned way. In other words, the three of you have got to get stronger. Let's see. Here, let me give you some tips for hunting giants. First off, try to go for their sensory organs, their legs. That's your best bet unless you've got a real powerhouse of a weapon. And if so, you can just go for the vitals and take them out in one shot.
You keep saying sensory organs, but do you mean their heads?
That's right, the head's full of, yeah,
eyes, nose, ears. Pretty much all, or most of them right there.
Nah, the head's full of sensory organs. Those masks they wear cover up their eyes and noses, and doesn't look like their hearing's exceptional. So they might be relying on some kind of sixth sense or an ability that lets them detect heat sources. But I figure the eyes are a safe bet. So make sure you go for their heads, even if you have to hit them through their masks. They're a big target, so it shouldn't be too tough to damage them. And when going for the legs, the knees and ankles are the best targets. Yeah, the giant's size and mass can be intimidating, but once you knock them to the ground, they're pretty much sitting ducks. In other words, nothing too special about it. Just follow best practice.
Fo-fo-fo. Were you always this good at hunting giants, Napoleon?
I wouldn't think so.
I'm surprised too. I had no idea you were also a great
Giant killer. I don't know of any tales about you killing giants myself, though. Is it possible for stories to be both secret and passed down to others?
Don't worry, you're not missing any stories.
Things just sort of worked out this way. Probably just from the... I mean, he said he wasn't here that long before them. So probably just learned in the couple weeks that he was here before us. Or, because he implied he was short in his actual life, so maybe he's just applying what he used against just taller opponents to giants, maybe? Potentially. And that'd be kind of funny.
Things just sort of worked out this way.
Fofo? Worked out?
Pretty much. Gonna be nightfall soon. Perfect. What do you say we make a camp for the night right around here? And besides, I think it's about time we talk tactics.
Sounds good to me.
Oh wow. There really are camping facilities here. Did you set all this up ahead of time, Napoleon?
Yeah, you bet. I've got base camps like this set up all around the Lost Belt. Set them up with gear I borrowed from the village where I drove off that one envoy. Still, the best part of being a rogue servant is you never have to worry about supplies. All you need is a place to rest your body and mind for a while. Of course, I doubt it'll be that easy for you two.
Oh no, we'll be fine. But thank you for your concern. We always carry food, water, and sleeping bags with us.
My shield has a storage space, you see.
There we go. Fo?
Don't worry, Fo. We have some for you too. Here, I'll put some water in your dish right now. One of the great beasts of humanity. Now a pet that eats out of a dish.
Fo?
That's pretty handy. But you can never have too many blankets. Here.
Thanks.
We still have the rations we brought from the border.
But for tonight, why won't we have Gerda's bread? That's okay. Too bad we had to say our goodbyes so hastily. I wonder how Gerda's doing right now. I hope we get to see her. We probably will. I doubt they would introduce a named character and then just have us never see them again. Probably.
Yes, I hope so too. Fo?
Fo, it's rude to start eating your food before everyone's been served. You.
Fo?
Yeah, it looks good. Let me try a bite. It is good. In fact, it deserves a medal. You said her name was Gerda? Looks like she's earned a medal of her own.
Alright, buddy. Whatever you say, man. I'm just giving medals out like they're common commodity.
Phew, that hit the spot. Alright, let's talk tactics. Sorry for springing all this on you.
Not at all.
It's good to discuss this early as possible.
Thank you for doing this.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. So tomorrow we're gonna make our move on the enemy. We'll be sneaking into the castle near Old Oslo, right? And when we do, we'll almost certainly have a fight waiting for us.
Yeah, Sigurd was alone was a really tough enemy.
Good question. So to begin, we need to define our conditions for victory.
Fo?
Well, the question we need to ask is, what must we do to win? And conversely, what would that mean? What would mean that we have completely, absolutely lost? Can we only win by wiping out the enemy? No. We can't possibly kill every giant and envoy in Scandinavia, and we wouldn't want to. So that's not a suitable condition for victory. No, what you two need to do more than anything is
get the queen to take an interest in us. Get the paper moon back.
Retrieving the paper moon is our highest, most urgent priority. And we also absolutely require information on the Tree of Emptiness, since we can't see it. It may end up being after we've made contact with the Wandering Sea.
Well, we'll eventually need to destroy it and...
make this lost boat disappear.
Then that's your victory condition. That's what you need to do. Get this paper moon thing back and find out what you can up at the Tree of Emptiness. So what's your defeat condition? Easy. You both end up dead. So your only choice is to keep yourselves safe and set about meeting your victory condition. If it were just a matter of defeating your enemies, things would be simple. Unfortunately, your condition for victory is pretty far from straightforward.
Foe, yeah?
Now, doggy, cheer up. I know it looks bad. The Queen's influence extends to all of Scandinavia, after all. But she has no intention of throwing everything she's got at us.
Yeah, he told us before, remember? She's quite the, merciful sort.
If she wanted us dead, we would be. The envoys and giants all act as she desires, almost like puppets. If she ordered the giants in this area to find and attack us, we'd be fighting them off every minute of the day. But that's obviously not what she's done. They haven't even raised any kind of alarm about us, let alone created a defensive line or anything.
You mean they're not even trying to defend against us? No? Not at all.
That's right. As the Supreme Commander of the Grand Armée, it pains me to say this, but she doesn't even think of us as an enemy. I think at worst, she sees us as something more like a pack of wild animals. Yeah, but that's okay. It's our inn. She's leaving herself wide open by not putting up her guard. Oh, and one more thing. Listen close. Once we make our way into their base...
Yes? Are we not gonna find out what he said to us? Until... okay. Alright. Sure.
Alright, it might be kind of a stretch to call it a strategy, but that's the plan.
Understood.
Good answer. Anyway, don't worry. I didn't bring you two all this way without anything to show for it. I've got more than one trump card up my sleeve. That's what they are, well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Foe, cow.
Haha, sorry about that. If it makes you feel better, I'm only half serious.
Okay. We'll trust you. We'll trust you.
I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. At all. Surely. Okay. Well. Things are looking up. We got Napoleon Bonaparte on our side. And making our way to the castle, but for now it is where we will leave it. And yeah, I do want to continue tomorrow, but tomorrow will have to be short because I have to do something at like 1:30 tomorrow, so I'll have to get off at like 1:20. So yeah, tomorrow will be short, but we will try and get more done. A little bit. Probably just this one. How long is this section? Probably just this one section, realistically. I guess depending on how long the dialogue sections are, I suppose. If they're short, maybe we could start section 7 after it, but again, we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, I will catch you all later. Peace.